The B-Class electric drive is great because you can have 5 adults in the car, you can have a range of 115 miles, you have 134 horsepower and 228 foot-pounds of torque. What that means is you have a car that's really smooth to drive, can fit a lot of people or a lot of stuff, you can have a range that really works on your day-to-day commute, and we have a great app that we're developing that's going to really help you have information that'll help you plan your trip every day based on the weather, based on temperature, based on every other factor that you need to make your decision on how you're going to plan your trip. It's really important to, because Americans like to take road trips, to really tell people where charging stations are. Because about 2 hours of charge, and of course 4 hours will get you, a little over 100 miles. You really need to know when you're going to charge your car, you're going to stop and recharge your car and have lunch and kind of really multitask and use your time wisely all the while recharging your battery. So in doing so, you need to have all the information based on your route, where to go, and we're going to provide all of our customers with that right information to plan your trip, whether it's local or if you're taking a longer trip. And it's really important because electric cars, range is of course equivalent to having your fuel. So you need to know how far you can go, when you can go, and having that information is something we will arm our customers with. Ideally, B-Class electric drive customers would have a fast charger in their home where you can have a 240 volt charger that'll get you, let's say in 2 hours you can get 60 miles of range. A full charge would take 4 hours, which will get you about 115 miles of range, including also the range extender to a total of 132. But in the worst case situation where you can't find a typical electric car charger, you can always plug the car into the good old conventional 110 volt wall. That'll take about 8 hours, but it'll get the job done and it'll just take a little bit longer.
Denmark is a leader in wind power. Today we have about 20% of our electricity coming from wind. The characteristic of Bornholm is that this is a small island. So we have here a controlled environment, and we have a lot of wind energy on Bornholm also. So in Denmark on average we have about 20% wind energy in our grid, but on Bornholm is almost 50%. So this is an ideal environment for us to test in a small scale the balancing between the electrical cars and the grid with a lot of renewable energy in it.
The reason why it's very good to do the demonstration here in Bornholm is because both we have short distances on Bornholm because we are an island, a quite small island. Also we are able to disconnect the sea cable to Sweden so that we are in what we call islanding mode. This is a modern 2 megawatt wind turbine, and modern in the sense that we are able to control the effect given from the wind turbine. So that we could actually say right now we only want 1 megawatt from the wind turbine, even though it's able to produce 2. And one of the reasons to do this is if it's better balancing the consumption and the production. If you do not have the possibility to have someone using the power produced from the wind turbines, we will eventually have to turn them off, to simply let them stop running if the wind is blowing and we do not have anyone to take the excess power.
So what we're doing is actually make the intelligent solutions that enable a good interaction between the vehicles and the power system.
The car that I'm driving here is emitting only 50% or even less of the carbon dioxide that a normal car is emitting. When we want to use the most wind power in the car, we use IT to fuel the tank. We can agree with the power company when we need the car and when we would like to charge the car.
This is kind of laboratory of the future power systems. I think that's really exciting to see the solutions go into the field and be applied instead of making purely academic research in itself, to see this link with reality.
In a few years we will have the smart grid here in Denmark, and we will all be better at optimizing our energy consumption. and our footprint on the environment.